Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, wherever all you lovely people are in the world. As you all know, it's been quite a while since I've streamed in my garage, so I do need you to do me a favor and let me know, how do I sound? Give me a thumbs up in the chat or spam your favorite emoji or whatever it is you need to do to let me know that you can hear me okay. Let's see here. All right. It sounds like everybody can hear me. Well, I mean, you saw the title. You saw the thumbnail. I don't know what else to say other than why we're here. And to this day, I still can't fathom, understand how I got here. Like, I am totally blown away. You know, I went back and looked at all of my content and saw that the very first time I had ever posted a video on YouTube was, I believe it was 2018. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, it was December 31st, 2018. And that was my first video where I was just introducing myself to YouTube and what I thought my YouTube channel was going to be all about. And then the very, very first video that I posted after that was January 6th, 2019. And this is back when I thought my YouTube channel was going to be about me doing fitness, computer programming, because I am a software developer, that's my job, and then pool content, because I've been playing pool ever since I was 17 years old. Right, so the first couple of videos that I ever put out was of me doing exercises with my best friend. We were doing some exercise challenges. We were filming each other. I was learning how to do video editing and stuff. And you know, those videos only got a couple hundred views here and there. You know, not a lot of people showed interest in it. And it wasn't until I started publishing my pool content. Introduction to fundamentals, how to do top spin, bottom spin, how to use the ghost ball, etc., etc. And then that's when my channel pretty much just took off. And I just started getting subscribers after subscribers after subscribers. I even tried to do a couple of programming videos, and those got a couple of hundred views on them as well. But then the more I started noticing how everybody was watching me for my pool content, then I pretty much just let the programming videos die off, as well as the fitness videos pretty much died off. And my entire channel has been nothing but pool ever since. And I guess the only thing I got really is just to say thank you, because I can't be here unless y'all are here. Y'all are the reason why I'm here. All of my subscribers, all of my viewers, everybody that's been here with me since the beginning, and then of course everybody that has joined me along the way. It's been quite a journey, and I always remember that when I first started, I wanted to try to be able to publish a video at least once a week. And I did that for a while. Especially with some of the pool content that I was doing, it was maintainable. I was able to be able to publish a video at least once a week. But then once I started getting into the harder topics, like with banks and kicks and a couple of other things along the way, the videos got a lot harder to be able to do, mainly because of the amount of perfectionism and professionalism that I try to put into the video, to where I have to be able to say my monologue correctly. I have to be able to demonstrate whatever it is I'm going to demonstrate correctly, because if I don't do either of those things, then whatever clip that I was working on, I have to keep on doing it until I'm satisfied with whatever clip that I got. And then therefore I can move on to the next clip of whatever the video is going to be, because I build my videos in clips. I learned really quick that I can't make a video in one take, unless of course I want to start having like blooper reels and stuff. So once I realized that instead of taking, 6 to 7 hours to make a video, and that's recording the content, which actually recording the content doesn't take all that long. It's editing the content that actually takes the longest. I mean, heck, even some of these YouTube shorts that I've been posting lately with me wearing a head cam, right? I can sit there and record those 1 minute clips, in like, depending upon if I can get it done within at least 10 tries or so, it could take me anywhere from like 30 minutes to maybe an hour or two. But then to make sure that I position where I want the cue ball to be in the video and follow the cue ball around, all that editing I got to do, especially to condense it down into a short, actually takes longer than, for me to be able to do that than it is to record the video. So long story short, I couldn't post a video every week anymore, and so it started to become to where it was, I can only post a video once every 2 weeks, sometimes once a month, and then sometimes it gets a lot longer than that because of life, right? I have a regular 9-to-5 job. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so the hard part about my job, especially when I start getting busy, is that as a software developer, I already have to sit in front of a computer for 8 to 10 hours a day, and so to go from that to standing in front of a camera to record some content, and then standing in front of a computer again for another 6 to 7 hours, editing the video can be very tiresome, very, very tiresome. So there's a lot of times where, like, I'll say to myself, after I get off work, I'm going to go work on, this video, or I might live stream or something. And then the moment I get off of work, I'm like, yeah, I changed my mind. Like, I can't do this. Like, I'm too exhausted. I'm too tired. I don't think the stream or the video will have the quality of content that I want it to have, because I won't be as energetic or anything like that. And that lull actually causes me to go long periods of time without actually having any content. But nonetheless, after being able to do all that, here we are. Like 4 years later, after publishing my very first video, I now have 100,000 subscribers. I'm currently actually officially sitting at 100,991. I've had my YouTube plaque here with me for a while now, and I kid you not, I have not opened it. I don't know what that plaque looks like. I've been saving it for this occasion. I wanted to open it in front of everybody so y'all can see it for the first time, and then of course I can see it for the first time. And then, in typical fashion of how I do all these milestones, if anybody remembers, I did a giveaway when I got 100 subscribers. I did a giveaway when I was at 1,000 subscribers. I did a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, 25,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 75,000 subscribers, and then now 100,000 subscribers. The thing is that even though I've counted to 8, I've done more giveaways than that. If anybody's been following me long enough, y'all know that I've done challenges to where I've given away stuff. When I announced my sponsorship to JFlowers, I did a giveaway for that. So I gotta be up to somewhere like in the 10 plus. And so tonight is gonna be another giveaway announcement, as well as celebrating having over 100,000 subscribers. And I'm pretty much going to see about letting y'all decide, what do y'all want me to do tonight? After I open my plaque and I announce all the items that I'm going to be giving away, think about what y'all would want me to do. Do y'all want me to try to do some straight pull? Do y'all want me to play the 9-ball ghost? Do y'all want me to play the 10-ball ghost? Do y'all want me to try to teach something? All of y'all get to decide what it is that I'm going to do tonight. And I don't know how long I plan on live streaming. It's pretty much just going to be until I'm tired. But this is going to be cool. And I'll go into more details about the giveaway stuff as I start announcing the items. Most of y'all should be pretty familiar with how this goes. But I always have to remind everybody, as well as let new people know how my giveaways work. But without further ado, because I already gave this nice long-winded introduction of what we're here for, let's go open my box and see what I got. So real quick, one of the things that I'm learning how to do is that when I'm at my desk, this microphone is actually turned off. So that's why hopefully I can sound very crystal clear when I'm over there. And so I have to remember to turn on this microphone when I come over here. So before I open this box, how do I sound here? I know it's probably going to sound a little echoey than when I'm at the desk microphone. But please let me know that you can hear me okay. Oh, holy crap. Josh, my Scotch doubles partner that I went to Vegas with, he's saying, congratulations, coach. He feels so honored to know me personally and through YouTube and for me to keep up the good work. That's hopefully what I plan on doing. That is hopefully what I plan on doing. Josh, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Okay, and I saw that we were good. Didn't at least everybody can hear me okay? Here's the box that it came in. I did flash this box when I did my ICA giveaway. And I had to do some post-editing to that live stream because I had the mailing labels still on here, but I removed the mailing labels so I can officially show you what the box looks like. So let's open it. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for now because I don't know what this came in here. Let's see here. There's a card here that says, congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick, so thank you, Rick. If your award was damaged during shipping or if you have any questions, please contact us. Then, looks like I have a letter from the YouTube CEO. It says, here's what it reads. It says, do you remember your first subscriber? Your 100th, this is funny, that actually what I'm reading here. Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th subscriber, or your 1000th subscriber? Chances are you do, and we know that you definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience stayed and their number increased because of you and the community you've built. We're proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and we know your fans can't wait for you to amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your 100th or when you reach your millionth subscriber, we may just write you to ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? Sincerely, this is from Neil Mohan, YouTube CEO. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I could actually get 1 million if I keep this up. Oh, holy cow, this thing is beautiful. Let's see here. It's already got stuff for me to be able to hang up on the wall. But hopefully y'all can see that okay. Presented to Lil Chris for passing 100,000 subscribers. How cool is that? So, show you the back. And you can't see it. But here and here are hooks for me to actually hang this on the wall somewhere. And lo and behold, maybe I can hang it right here. Because hopefully this part right here should be plenty visible for the main camera. But holy cow, like how cool is this, y'all? Like seriously, like I'm almost without words on on what to say here. This is incredible. Oh, we got more stuff in here. What's in here? This is just another card that says, share the recognition by allowing your team to purchase a personalized creator award. To purchase authorized copies of your creator award, email the society awards. That's interesting. Oh, I guess if I actually worked with a crew, and I don't. I work by myself. Everything I do is all me. All the video editing and everything else. All right, so for now, let me at least put this away. Like I said, and I will more than likely hang it up on that wall right there underneath my Mosconi jerseys, since it should be in pretty good view of the camera from there. That way, anytime I make a video in here and this main camera is on, you'll be able to see it. This is just too cool. All right. So there's that. I'm going to set this off to the side. Back over here, turn the shotgun microphone off, turn this back on. So now I should sound a little different. Now I should sound hopefully a little clearer than when I was out there. Yes to Crypto. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. And then Desmond Hopkins, I hope I said that correctly. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat, saying congratulations. That's a good spot on the wall. Hope you can play the Ghost in 9-ball with the Matchroom break box. That is something I certainly can do. And then I also see that I've got some requests for some straight pool. All right, this is awesome, everybody. Okay, man. You know, here I thought I had this grand plan on like what I was going to do tonight, and all I can say is I'm a little emotional about this whole thing. To where it's like now I really don't know what to do. But what I can do real quick is make sure that I let my subscribers know how thankful I am for them as well. So to start off with, Onboard Sportswear. If you're not familiar with them, they are the company that makes the jerseys for the Mosconi Cup. The Mosconi Cup is going to be in London this year, and I do plan on going, so hopefully I'll be able to get some content while I'm out there as well. If you visit their website, onboardsportswear.com or onboardsportswear.us, if you live here in the United States, you can use my discount code that you just saw there on the screen, LilChris10, and you can get 10% off your purchase. Then we have Outsville. They are the makers of the Accu-Racks. or even the ghost rack that I actually have on my table here. So that way you can have the perfect 8-ball, 9-ball, or 10-ball rack, and all the balls will be frozen together. If you use my discount code there, Lil Chris, it's LIL' CHRIS, and you have to spell it that way because otherwise it will not work. You can also get 10% off your purchase as well. Let's see, there's Outsville again. Let's see who pops up after that. TaomBilliards. I unfortunately do not have a discount code with them, but I do use their glove. I do use their tips, and I certainly use their chalk. I used the blue Pyro for the longest time, but I now use the green V10 and haven't looked back ever since. I think the chalk is great. It keeps my hands clean, keeps the cue ball clean, and everything else. Oh, holy crap. Adam Marr, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate that. Congrats, man, and thanks for last week. What did I do last week? Now you got me wondering. Remind me what I did last week. I'm so sorry that I don't remember. Loping CSF, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, saying tonight is about me and play whatever I want, and y'all will just watch. I really do appreciate that, but you also know that I try to get every one of y'all involved as much as I can as well. So I really do appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, now I've lost place on where my okay, so I was talking about Taom. Like I said, I do use their tips. I use their chalk, and I wear their glove. And even for my chalk, I carry a leather pouch to go along with it. I don't have a discount code with them anymore, but I went ahead and made a bulk purchase of items. I'm getting more chalk, more gloves. I think it's some brake tips and some other stuff for me to basically be a dealer. And I ordered a small quantity of things, and even that small quantity was still rather expensive for the amount of items that I actually got. When they get here, I'll probably be making postings about them on my Facebook page. And I'm only going to be able to sell these things within the United States, unfortunately. I don't think it would be very cost efficient for me to ship overseas with anything because, one, I'm already ordering from an overseas company to get here to the United States. And so to ship back overseas, if you happen to be a buying customer, just would not be very cost efficient for me. It would just be my recommendation that if you're already overseas, if you're not in the United States, that it would probably be to your benefit to buy from TaomBilliards themselves rather than buying through me. But if you do live here in the United States and you want to show some way of supporting me besides just being a follower, when I start selling those items, I can certainly figure out how I can try to get them to you. And it's something that I'm going to have to learn as far as being an online retail seller. I'm not too familiar with how that's going to work as far as taking orders and making sure that I keep my inventory in stock. And then, of course, when I run out of items, I have to let everybody know, hey, I'm out of items for now, so sit back until I get another bulk of items. This is actually a good question. They're wanting to know about Canada. Unfortunately, I think Canada is the same thing. Canada would be considered international. The main thing is that I'm going to be trying to come up with pricing that is competitive and to where hopefully you don't have to take care. Well, I got to figure out how I can factor in an average shipping cost. So that way everything is already paid for. Like, you know, when I've done my giveaways, for example, none of my winners had to pay shipping. I pay for the shipping. And I want to try to figure out how I can keep that up to where all you're doing is just purchasing the item. And like in your purchase, there's going to be some covering of some of the shipping costs. I'm not going to say all of it, but some of the shipping costs will probably be included in the pricing. So that way, one, I can at least turn a small profit. And with that small profit, I can still get more stuff and then continue to just ship things out. I mean, it's not like I'm going to, make $1 million doing this stuff. It's going to be, very, very small profits, but it's still going to be something to have as a stream, as a revenue stream. Okay, so enough about TaomBilliards. Let's see. Moonlighting Billiards. They are the company that makes these cutout templates for you to be able to set up drills. They have a drill partner, which is a cutout template where you can put 9 balls in a row, equally spaced apart, to basically do 9 line drills. And then they also have their road edition, to where basically they took their drill partner and cut it into thirds. So that way you can have a line of 3 balls. And then they also have a half moon crescent to where it comes in 3, and each of those crescents can hold 2 balls. So you can basically make a semicircle of 6 balls, and then if you want, once you set them in place, just turn the templates around, so that way you can complete and make a full circle of a what would it be, 2, 4, 6? So it'd be a 12 ball circle if you were to use the template. And so if you go to their website, moonlightingbilliards.com, you can use my discount code there also, LilChris10, and get 10% off of your purchase for those templates. They also have a scorekeeper. You actually can see it here in the background, which I remember talking about this before, but I never showed it off. But they do make customized scorekeepers. Right, but my discount code does not apply to the scorekeeper. This you have to buy outright. So if you have your own home pool table, you can have it customized with your own little look and feel, and you can see that each of the scores, is color coded to whatever number they are. It should go all the way up to 9, I believe. Here's the 9. I don't think there's anything after that. I think 9's the last one. Yeah, 9's the last one, and then you just flip it on back over. Oops. So it's set up to where you can see it, to where like I have it sitting in place. So that way all you have to do is just flip the pages over. Okay. Let's see, what else? Then, of course, we have JFlowers. I don't have a discount code with them anymore either. I did at one point, but it's expired. I now officially use their cues. I still have all of my old cues. No, I'm not giving those away, and no, I'm not selling them, so do not ask. I still am keeping all of my old cues. I've got plenty of other cues that I do plan on eventually repurposing for YouTube as far as a giveaway or something, but cues that I have owned, that I have shot with in my lifetime, I am keeping all of them. It's like it's my own little personal collection. But like I said, I use their shooting cues, I use their break cues, I use their jump cues, and and I actually have a demonstration that I want to do for them tonight as well. That's at least one thing that I'm going to do on my own, as well as whatever y'all would like me to do. And then last but not least, I do believe it has shown up, is my ICA training system. That is the projection system that can actually shine onto your table, and you can create your own drills by putting little ball placements everywhere. You can have lines drawing to give you, there we go, to where you can get predicted paths of where you think the cue ball is going to go. I've used the ICA training system and already have created a bunch of my own drills and stuff. And I'm in the process. I don't have it this set up yet because the lights that I currently have in here don't do the ICA system justice, because when it comes to streaming, you can't really see very well the ICA training system when I have it turned on. So I've got some new lights that I'm hopefully going to be setting up hopefully tomorrow. My buddy's supposed to be coming over tomorrow, and he's going to help me set them up. And these lights are going to be dimmable to where I can hopefully still have it kind of as bright as it is right now, but I can dim it down enough to where the ICA training system will show through more onto the table. So the next time I do like a live stream or an ICA video or something, you'll be able to see how everything projects onto the table so much better. And matter of fact, Lewis Blackwood, he was the recent winner of my ICA training system giveaway. I actually have some video clips of him using the ICA system. I just haven't had the time to compile it together so I can show y'all what he's been doing with his ICA training system. And from what I can already tell, he's been enjoying the crap out of it, which is awesome. Now, with regards to the ICA training system, if you go to the website, I think it's ICAtraining.com. Let me double check. I don't want to misquote the website. It's ICAtraining.com. If you go there and you look at their shop, the very first item you're going to see is called the ICA Training System Without Projector. My discount code that you see up there, LC, will get you $50 off. Not a percentage, but $50 off if you buy the bundle, or if you buy just the software, which I believe is the next item down. It says ICA Training System software only. My discount code only applies to those two items. All of the other items that are on there, my discount code does not apply to them, especially with some of the software bundles that the ICA system comes with, or that you can add to the ICA system as well. So if you want $50 off of your purchase there for either the bundle without a projector or just the software, use my discount code LC. Okay, man. You know, eventually I got to make like a canned recording of talking about all my sponsors, to where all I have to do is just play the video instead of doing it live the way that I am. Okay. Now, one of the first things, actually, you know what? No, yeah, let's go ahead and do this first. One of the first things that I want to go ahead and get out of the way is a demonstration of the new SMO JFlower carbon fiber shaft. The SMO stands for Earl Strickland, Rodney Morris, and Dennis Ocorio. Strickland, Morris, and Ocorio. Those three professional players that are also sponsored by JFlowers had some input in the design of the SMO shaft. Now, here's the thing, because I kind of don't really like doing comparison type of stuff. I'd rather just talk about the item. But when it comes to this here, the objective that I'm trying to show here is that one item is not better, is or is not better than the other. And this is going to be very hard to demonstrate because of me being a human being and not some machine. But there is a video already in existence that I can put in the chat. Just a second. Okay. So the video that I just linked in the chat already shows through using a robotic arm, which hopefully I'm going to have one here soon. I've got a buddy of mine that's been working on one for me, but you know, he's been working on it for quite some time because he also has his own home projects, and he's just doing this for me as a favor. And so eventually, when I have this, then I can hopefully, and it works to our standards, then hopefully I can demonstrate whatever shaft that I actually have. But what this video shows is that the SMO shaft has less deflection than the Revo by 4 millimeters. And I had to think to myself, well, how the heck am I, as a human being, going to be able to show a 4 millimeter difference? And I figured that I can't. Not as a human being, because I can't guarantee that I'll be aiming exactly the same. I can't guarantee that I'll be using the same exact amount of power, and I can't really guarantee that I'll be using the same amount of side spin. It's just not possible. especially since I'm going to be doing this live. So that way you can see if I mess up. Because like I said, the whole purpose is not to be able to show if one's better than the other. My actual purpose is to show that this new shaft can perform as well, if not better, than the Revo, on top of it being $100 cheaper. Because JFlowers is now selling carbon fiber shafts by themselves. They have the original shafts that they did their initial launch with. They also created one called the Crown, which I'm not gonna. I have the Crown. I haven't hit with it at all, but I'm not gonna demonstrate it. I'm gonna strictly demonstrate the SMO because I have that one as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here's at least what I can show with the SMO shaft. And this is the first time I've actually seen this be done with this type of shaft. So first, hopefully you can see that there's actually some ring work in the joint. I've never actually seen that before, so we got some aesthetics here. And there's even, oh, might not be able to see it. I'll try my best here. There's even some ring work at the tip. So a little bit of aesthetically pleasing there to see some actual ring work in a carbon fiber shaft. This will be like maybe the only downfall I can say right now is that currently this shaft only comes in 12.5 millimeters. Y'all know typically I like to shoot with 12.9. So it's a little small for my taste, but I can still work with it because even the one that I'm going to use, which is the Revo 12.4 that I have with my Icon 4.5. So this one retails at $399. Comes with a Town Fusion tip. And I do believe, at least on their website, you can change to whatever tip that you're liking. But I think by default, it comes with the Town Fusion. And if I remember correctly, this is currently a radial pin insert, but they do have an option for unilock as well. Now, how the heck am I supposed to demonstrate a 4 millimeter difference? Well, I don't think I can. So here's what I think I can demonstrate that hopefully proves my point. I don't know if you can see, but I do have reinforcement labels. I don't really know if I'm going to use the one that I have here that I'm pointing at right now, but this reinforcement label is 3 feet away from the pocket. And then I have another reinforcement label that's 2 feet away from this one. And then this one here is 1 feet away. So in other words, there's 3 feet between here and here, and there's 3 feet between here and here. And what I'm going to do with as much controls as I can, or to minimize the variables as much as I possibly can. I'm going to shoot in some straight-in shots with side spin to see if the balls can go in. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have a treat for y'all to also, hopefully, I have a little treat. I just recently learned how to do this. So that way, you'll hopefully be able to see everything from this end and from my end when I turn this on. So give me just a second. Almost forgot about this. And while we're doing this, I'll go ahead and turn this on. Because I'm going to put in this corner here, in the upper, this would be your what, upper right corner. You're going to be able to see what I'm seeing. Give me just a second as I get this configured up. All right, there we go. hopefully should be that. And so now hopefully what I can do is this. Well, that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Give me just a second. There we go. Now look at that. How cool is this? Y'all are going to see what I see in real time. So let's go ahead and let's turn this off. Okay, so first I'm just going to do a simple test to make sure that I've got the camera positioned correctly. I'm just going to shoot a shot. This isn't in the demonstration portion. I need to know from y'all, because I can't see my monitor right now, what do y'all see when I'm down on the shot? I need to know, can you see the tip? Can you see the cue ball? Can you see the object ball? And can you see the pocket? What do y'all see when I shoot that? Are you able to see the cue ball, the tip, the object ball, and the pocket? And as long as you can see all of that, then I'm ready to go. Because otherwise I need to move the camera up a little bit on my forehead. Okay, looks like everything's good. Okay, so here's what we're going to try to do. Because like I said, it's going to be very difficult for me to keep the variables the same as close to being the same as possible. So, what you're hopefully going to see me do on this side is I'm down on the shot. I'm going to start with my tip at the very center and try to make sure that I'm lined up center to center on this shot here. Now, as far as how much side spin I'm going to use, I'm going to take the left side of my tip and move it to where the right side of my tip is. That's going to look something like this. And notice I moved my bridge hand, which is front hand English. So hopefully deflection should actually occur. And hopefully everybody remembers, typically I'm a backhand English player. But notice I made the ball and the cue ball still followed afterwards. Now I'm going to try it again, and I am going to try to use different power. But I remember the first time I picked this shaft up and saw that I could do that, I figured, heck, that's a good enough test for me. Because typically, you're not going to shoot a straight-in shot with side spin. But if you want to prove if the deflection is there or not, then if you shoot with side spin, if the deflection is enough, you should basically miss the shot. Now, we saw that my cue ball didn't follow it in directly. It still kind of went off to the left. So there is some deflection. Let's see if I can do it again. Center to center. I think I'm lined up correctly. I'm actually going to now take the right side of my tip and try to move it to the left side. Let's see what happens here. I've actually never shot this way. I've only done right spin so far. So what I personally don't know is, did I misalign my aim, or did the deflection do that? So that's why we're going to keep doing this more than once. But hey, at least I'm still able to make the shot. So center to center, take the right side of my tip, move it to where the left side is. Oh, that one didn't deflect as much, but I'm still able to make the ball. Let's try one more with the SMO. Let's go back to using right spin. I'm actually using this reinforcement label as kind of a placeholder for my bridge as well, so that way hopefully the bridge length is the same as well. So now I'm going to take the left side of my tip and move it to where the right side of my tip is. And See, the fact that I was able to get that so straight, that's why this is almost impossible to test with a high degree of accuracy. But hopefully I've proven my point as far as how the deflection is small enough to where you can shoot a straight-in shot with side spin and still be able to make it. So if you're using side spin, there's not really much compensation that you have to do. Now, I'm going to take my icon. Try to do the same thing. And my disclaimer is I'm not trying to purposely miss or do anything that makes this look any different. That's why I have the head cam. So that way, hopefully, you can see me attempt to do the same exact things. With the exception of the SMO shaft is 12.5 millimeters. This is a 12.4. So a 1/10 of a millimeter difference. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, but let's find out. We did the same thing. I'm going to try to line up center to center. Take the left side of my tip, move it to where the right side of my tip is. That way I'm using the same amount of side spin. And I roughly produce the same result. So if I were to attempt to go back and look at the video in post-production and try to slow everything down and measure the distance of the deflection and how much and everything else, like, am I going to be able to see that 4 millimeter difference? Try it again. Let's try the right spin. Or I'm sorry, the left spin this time. I think I'm lined up. Take the right side of my tip and move it to the left. Oh, and look! Didn't we pretty much see a very similar result when I used the left spin with the SMO shaft? That's the whole purpose of really what I'm trying to show here. I will at least say that it performs just as well, if not better. And the only way I can actually say better is if I can actually, with a high degree of accuracy, show that 4 millimeter difference. But right now I can't. I think this is the best way I know how to show it. See? Pretty much very similar results. Let's try one more. I'm actually really happy that I've made all these shots so far. Now we're going to use right spin this time, so left side to the right. And there we go. If memory recalls, I've pretty much demonstrated that they pretty much do the same, roughly the same exact thing. I just can't, with any certainty, show a 4 millimeter difference. But what I can show is I was able to pretty much do the same exact thing. And the only thing I can say that is a fact, that shaft is $100 cheaper. So you can't really beat that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think you can beat that. I don't think you can beat that. Which has been one of the huge selling points of the JFlowers Cues in the first place, is carbon fiber cues that are affordable. That's been their main selling point. All right, so what'd y'all think of that? Let's see here. Well, I mean, I see that there were some comments to where like maybe could I have zoomed in a little bit. This is the first time I've actually tried doing the head cam live. Typically, when I use my head cam, it's all post production for recorded stuff. So the fact that I was able to pull it off the way that I did there, I actually do like it. So, Josh, somebody, you're saying you just wish it came in more joint types? All I can say is this. Be patient. When JFlowers first came out, all they had was 12.5 millimeter shafts in a 3x8, I think it was 8, and a 3x8 10 radial pin. Now they have 12.9 shafts. They have 12.5 and they have I think 12 millimeter shafts as well. And they all used to come with just more medium tips. Now you can have as many tips as you want, and they all came with a standard weight size. Now you can, I think you're allowed to configure whatever weight size that you would want. So all I can say is be patient. Right now I think it's radial and unilock, and I'm pretty sure as time goes by, more joint types will be coming. I'm more than certain. More joint types will be coming. Whew, let's see here. Lasso, you're asking me what do I think about the Rhino shafts? I've actually seen some of them pop up on my Facebook, but I've never hit with one, so I don't know what I can say about it right now. But seeing that it popped up on my Facebook feed did at least pique my interest to be able to check them out. But hopefully, like I said, the whole point of what I was trying to do there is to demonstrate the quality of the lower deflection. Now, I distinctly remember when I first got my Revo, when I did shoot with Predator gear, I actually thought the Revos had zero deflection. I think I have an older video where I literally did say zero deflection, low carbon fiber shaft or something. And only to find out that I had misspoke, and that the deflection was actually lower. The only difference is, I didn't know how much lower because I never bothered looking in to see like how much of a deflection you were supposed to be able to compensate for. Primarily because I'm a backhand English player. I don't move my bridge hand. My bridge hand always starts behind the center of the cue ball. And then I move my grip hand either away from my body or close to my body to pivot the cue for a right spin or left spin. And I don't have to compensate for cue ball deflection. So even when I play, like whatever I'm going to play tonight, that's how you're going to see me play. The only difference is you're not going to see me, what you saw was I stuck my hand down and then I literally crawled my hand over to one side or the other. You're not going to see me place my hand down at the center of the cue ball and then you're going to see me move. Like I go there all at once. Like the moment I get down on the cue, I know my bridge hand is behind the center of the cue ball, and I've either raised or lowered my bridge hand for top spin or bottom spin, and I've already moved my hand wherever I need it to be in order to apply whatever side spin that I'm going to apply for. So even doing this demonstration was a little bit of a struggle. I had to practice it plenty of times to be able to figure out like how to get this to work to make sure that I do the demonstration some justice. So hopefully y'all saw the point that I was trying to make, that if anything, we can certainly say that the SMO shaft performs as well, if not better. The video that I linked in the chat here by tests of using a robotic arm says that there's a 4 millimeter better performance. I can't prove that better performance. I can only prove what I proven here. But what I can prove is that the SMO shaft is $100 cheaper. Take your pick. Do you want an SMO? Do you want a Revo? Do you want a Synergy? We just heard about Rhino. Mucci has their own carbon fiber shaft. White carbon. I think McDermott has the Defy. Take your pick. They're all out there. Okay. Now, before that's going to end that segment. So now, before I get to actual gameplay, whether I'm playing the Ghost or whatever, let's talk about some ways that I can say thank you to all of y'all. I'm going to turn this off again. every time that I've reached a milestone, a milestone that I came up with, I had done a giveaway of some sort. I did a giveaway when I got my first 100 subscribers, which is why I was kind of smiling when I read that letter saying, do you remember your 100th subscriber, your 1,000th subscriber, your 10th? Like, those were all my milestones that I had done, which I thought was awesome. That either that's a default letter, or they did some research and saw what I had done and actually kind of personalized the letter. I have no idea. But, 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 25,000, 50,000, 75, and then now here at 100,000. The only difference is that with my 100,000 giveaway, I'm not giving away just one item. This is a pretty big celebration for me, to where hopefully I seriously want to keep this up and see how far I can actually go. Whether or not I catch up to Dr. Dave or Sherry Very is not really my concern. But if I do happen to catch up to them, of course, that's going to be super awesome, because all I can do is do what I do at my part-time basis because of my full-time job. And so here are the items in no particular order, except I will be showing the grand prize at the very end. So first off, I have stories. I have stories for all of these items. So the first set of items that I have here, that's actually non-billiard related. These aren't even billiard products. It's going to be this. I have Roku sticks. I have 3 Roku sticks. I can actually hold them. 3 different Roku sticks that I'm going to give to 3 different winners. Here's the funny thing about these Roku sticks. Has anybody ever heard of the Keymaster arcade game? To where, like, if you go to an arcade, this is a game where you literally there's a key that you control to go left or right, and you have to control it going up. And so you use a joystick to move it left or right, and then you hit a button to start raising it. And when you let go, whatever height the key is at, it'll push forward. And there's actually prizes that it has to be able to push into. And those prizes are basically hidden behind a cutout keyhole. The trick of it is you have to be able to push the key through the keyhole without touching the border of the keyhole. And the keyhole is not an exact cutout of whatever the key looks like. Like it's a rather big box like that, and the key can fit almost perfectly into it. Because if you touch any of the borders, the key doesn't go through. Therefore, you don't win the prize. Now, that game is not a 100% skill game. If anybody's familiar with certain games where you can win prizes, some of them are programmed to where they are 100% skill, and the other ones are where they're mostly skill, but partially luck, which is pretty much the Keymaster game. Because when the Keymaster game is ready to allow a winner to win a prize, that's when your skill has to come into play. Because I've played that game so much to where, like, I can almost get the key to hit the same spot every single solitary time to where I don't win, because I can see at the very last second there it makes a minor little adjustment to where the key raises up higher than what I wanted, and it actually hits the border. Well, there were at least 3 other times that I played that game, and I won 3 different Roku sticks on 3 different occasions. And I have a Roku television, so I have no use for these sticks. And if I recall, I do believe these are retailed at about 40 or 50 bucks on Amazon. So if you don't have a smart TV, but you do have a TV that has an HDMI port or input port, you can plug this in and watch your favorite streaming service, Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, or whatever. What else is on here? Peacock, Hulu, Redbox, ESPN. There's like all different types of channels that you can have on it. There's going to be 3 different winners for those. I'll go ahead and talk about how do you possibly become a winner on this? Well, for these 3 and the other prizes that I'm going to be talking about here later, all the rules still apply for those that know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be a subscriber. You have to be able to prove to me that you're a subscriber. So that means your subscription list has to be public. So that way, when I look at your channel, I can see that I'm in your subscription list. How do I know if I'm going to look at your channel? Well, when this live stream is over, not right now because all of y'all are chatting in the live chat. When this live stream is over, you need to leave a comment on this live stream in the comment section that'll be down below, not in the live chat. The live chat does not count. What'll happen is, in a couple of weeks, after I've let some of the chats or some of the comments build up, I will do a live stream most likely from my office, and then I'm going to start randomly picking those comments, and for each one of the prizes. When your comment is selected, I will go to your channel. I will look to see if your subscription list is public, because if it's not public at the time that you're selected, you're not going to be a winner, and I'm just going to pick somebody else. And a lot of y'all have already seen that happen before, where I've picked people and then they didn't satisfy the requirement, so I had to pick somebody else. That has happened to me before. If I can see your subscription list and then I see that I'm in your subscription list, then you will be an eligible winner. But if I can see your subscription list and I'm not in your subscription list, then you're not going to be an eligible winner, and I'll end up picking somebody else. So currently, 3 items up for grabs, 3 different Roku sticks. I understand that they're not billiard products, but just a second. From one of my sponsors, I have a set of Accu-Racks. These are the 2023 versions, because I have older versions. Inside of here, hopefully you can see, there's already an 8-ball rack, there's a 10-ball rack, there's a 9-ball rack, there's even a 3-ball speed pool rack, and then there's a shark skin saver that you use as a brake pad. You put this underneath your cue ball when you're breaking, so that way you can prevent burn marks from showing up on your table if you continuously break from the same side. The only drawback is you have to remember to take it off the table because you don't want a ball to rest on it. You'll probably see me use this when I start playing like any 9-ball or 10-ball games, because I will be using my own products that I have here. But this complete set of Accu-Racks will be going to a lucky winner as well. What else do I got? From my sponsors, I have some Taom products. What do I have? Well, you get your choice. You don't get 3 gloves, because one of these is this is a large, this one's a medium, and this one's an extra large. Now, unfortunately, these are all left-handed gloves, so hopefully the winner is a right-handed player, so that way they need a glove, but you just have to let me know what your size is, so that way I can give you the appropriate one. I do have a V10 sticker along with a V10 patch. Your own V10 chalk with a leather carrying pouch to carry it. This is the same pouch that I use that I just clip to my belt. So that way the chalk can just rest inside of here. And then you get a choice. Come out. Go. You get a choice of either a Taom Pro soft tip. I can't see that very well. This is a Taom Pro medium tip, or Taom Fusion tip. You get a choice between one of these 3, but you will also get a white Taom 2.0 breaker tip. And eventually I do have some different color ones coming in. I just don't know when they're going to be here. All I have currently is the white one. So you get a choice of one of the 3 playing tips along with a breaker tip. V10 chalk, sticker and patch, one glove, and then a leather carrying pouch for your chalk. All of that goes to one winner. What else do I got? Like I said, the stuff never ends. From one of my sponsors, Moonlighting Billiards. Here is the drill partner. It's still perfectly brand new. It does not look like this. It still has its package wrapping on it. This is the drill partner cutout that allows you to place 9 balls in a straight line. Let me show you what it really looks like, because I have the real one. When you take all of the stuff off of it, this is what it looks like. It's clear and transparent. You can see, hopefully, the Moonlighting Billiards logo over here on this side. It's very difficult to see. But this is what it looks like when you take all this, I think this is wax paper that basically helps protects the drill partner while it's in transit. That will be going to a lucky winner. Now, here's an oddball. I say it's an oddball item because it's not from any of my sponsors. This is an item that I acquired all on my own from Nate from the Queued Up Network. This is a Jacoby JB case. It's got the Jacoby, I won't say logo because this is not their logo, but it is labeled Jacoby. This is a, I can't remember what they referred to. I almost want to say it's like this is a bumblebee color of it, because you can see it's black with yellow trim on it. It comes with this yellow towel that says Acme on it, and it has this case on it. And then I've even included in this top pouch a tiger glove that's also yellow. And where did I get this? Like I said, everything has a story. If anybody remembers when Jaybird was in town, my buddy that played here at my house, and then we went to the Texas State Open, he had an extra one of these and decided to give it to me. So I can repurpose this to be able to include it with this Jacoby case, which also happens to match. So I couldn't think of a better item for that. This case has 3 pockets, and I honestly don't know what it holds. Because I got this from the Queued Up Network. But let's see. 1, 2, 3. This looks like it's a 3x4. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in here. Probably not. Yeah, you can't because it's nice and dark. But this is a 3x4. I'm pretty sure it's a 3x4. JB case. Backpack straps and all. This will go to one lucky winner. So what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more. This is the grand prize item. We have, from my sponsor, a JFlowers soft case. One thing I like about the soft case is all, you can't even see it, this is ridiculous, there we go, is all of the pocket space that's in here. But wait a minute. What the heck is this? There's a reason why this is the grand prize. Because in this case are the following items. Don't want to drop this. I do it live, folks. We have a wrapless blue breaker. So a break cue. What you saw me pull out of one of the pockets. is the matching blue jumper. And then last but not least, you're not going to be able to see it because it's so dark. This is one of the Earl Strickland cues that is on the JFlower website. 12.5 millimeter shaft. This is not an SMO, unfortunately, because this cue came out before the SMOs, but it does have a Town Fusion tip on it. So the grand prize item is going to be a full package of cues with a case to carry it in. This soft case is a 3x5 carrying case. The only setback that I can say about the soft case is that it's a soft case, so that means you can literally squeeze it together because there's nothing like hard on the inside that does any type of protection. That's really the only setback. JFlowers does have a rugged carrying case that you can't do this with. But of course, that means if it's rugged, it's got more hardware on it to keep the cues more protected, so therefore it's a little bit more expensive. But this is what's all up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. Move all this stuff here. This is the only way I know how to say thank you for all the support I've gotten from all of y'all. So where not only should I benefit from this, but I try to allow all of y'all to be able to benefit as well. I've done multitudes of giveaways before, not just as subscriber milestones. I've done challenge giveaways and I've done random giveaways. And this is by far the biggest one that I've ever done. So like I said, we have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different packages for 8 different winners. So once again, I'll remind everybody, how could you possibly be one of the winners? And I will iterate this. To be an eligible winner, you have to be a subscriber. You have to have your subscription list public so that way you can prove to me that you're a subscriber. When this live stream is over, you need to leave a comment down below in the comment section. And after a couple of weeks, I will go live again and I will randomly select those comments for each one of the prizes. Whoever I draw last is going to be the winner of the grand prize. I'll kind of just go like in ascending order here, basically how I announced all of them. And so when I select your comment, I'm going to go to your channel and I'm going to see if I can see your subscription list. Because if I can't, then you're not going to be an eligible winner, and I'm not going to wait for you to make your subscription list public at that point in time. Because you're going to have all the time in the world to be able to set this all up. Because I've already had people to where I've selected them and they didn't meet the criteria, so they didn't win. And I ended up selecting somebody else. So as long as I can see that your subscription list is public and I can see that I'm in the subscription list, then you will be a winner of one of these prizes. And what I wanted to make sure that I emphasize on is that you can only win once. And that's it. You cannot win multiple times. So when your comment is selected, I'm going to make sure that your comment can't be selected again. I want 8 different winners to occur. Now, I know some might say, well, that kind of sucks, because if you're the first winner that, you win the Outsville Accu-Racks when you wanted to win the JFlower package, but I mean, that's just the way it's going to go. There's no other way for me to go about this, because I also think that it would be unfair that by a stroke of a miracle, the same comment gets picked all 8 times. I think that would be completely unfair. So to be as fair as possible, I want there to be 8 separate winners for 8 different items. So like I said, make sure you stick around after this live stream is over. That way you can leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know. I really don't care what the comment says, but of course don't troll me and don't insult me. But let me know what you remember. I know some of y'all have been with me since the beginning when I had 100 subscribers. Some of y'all have joined late in the game. What was it about my channel that allowed you to stay with me all this time? I think that would be really cool to see from everybody. What do y'all think, folks? Does it get any better than that? Trent, thank you so much for the $5 Canadian super chat. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Oh, let's see here. It's starting to get hot in here. Oh, let's see here. I'm just kind of going through the chat, seeing what everybody's been saying. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to want the cues. I've already seen some questions about how do you get into the drawings. I've already explained that. Oh, I do see this question. Let me see if I can find it here so I can highlight it. I did see this and I do want to answer it. Trent, you want to know if I tested the JFlowers Dante 1. So official answer is no, but Dante 1 came with the JFlowers Classic shaft, which I've done product reviews, 2 different product reviews on 2 different JFlower cues that have the same exact shaft. So I would imagine that the Dante 1 would perform just the same with the JFlowers Classic shaft. So since I've shot with one, I've pretty much shot with the other, which means I've also shot with the Dante as well. Because the only thing that's really different is going to be the butt of the cue. Now, maybe the weight of the butt of the cue might have some effect, but I can't imagine it's going to be that much of a difference. But okay. All right, I've been streaming now for 1 minute and 23 seconds according to OBS. And so now what I would like to know is, what do y'all want me to do? I'm going to go clean everything off the table, and what should I do? Should I play the ghost? Should I play some straight pool? Do y'all want me to try to do a live lesson? Or just let me know while I go clean up the table. Oh. I can even do some ICA projection stuff as well, because my GoPro camera should be on for the aerial view. I did make sure to turn it on and have it ready for tonight if I decided to use it. I can't begin to say like how much I appreciate everybody's support in this journey that I've had for the past 4 years and will continue to have. And I am eventually going to get back into making long form recorded content. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video. I actually think the last long form video I ever did was of the drill partner when I first showcased it on my channel. And I don't think I've done one ever since. I've been doing nothing but YouTube Shorts, and I've been doing live streams as well. But what do we got? What does everybody want to see? All right, so I see some straight pool. And I see some 9-ball, 9 on the spot. Okay, so let's start with 9 ball, 9 on the spot. I will do that. Let's see here. To make this, I think to make this as real as possible, what I will do is, if I have a shot at the lowest ball on the table, what I deem to be a reasonable shot, then I won't take ball in hand. Because if I don't have a reasonable shot, then I'll take ball in hand. And I'll try to do a race to 5 against the ghost. Let's get all of the unused stripes out of the way. Okay, let's see here. Thought I had some coins in here that I could use. I guess not. So I'm going to have y'all help me keep score. So let me demonstrate the shark skin, which is, this is what comes in that Outsville package. I just have a red one, but this is what I'm going to place under my cue ball so long as my mini split doesn't blow it away. So that way it helps protect my table. Oh, we said matchroom break box. I'm sorry. I gotta do it from here. All right. So here's what I've learned so far about the matchroom break box, because you know that all the pros are basically trying to make the one ball to go into the side pocket and then hopefully have position on the next lowest ball. Some of them are also trying to make sure that the cue ball comes back and hits the side rail and comes back and maybe smacks the 9 ball into either the corner or the side pocket. And if you do get that golden break, there's also a likelihood that the cue ball can scratch. So like if I make the 9 ball into this corner, the cue ball can scratch here. If I make the 9 ball in the side pocket, cue ball can scratch in the corner. As far as trying to make the 1 in the side pocket, one little trick that I've been trying to do is I don't pay attention to where I hit the 1 ball. What I basically try to do is imagine if the 1 ball is the only ball on the table and I want to send it to a specific spot over here somewhere. So what I'm going to try to do actually is I'm going to actually try to pocket the 1 ball on the right side of my right side of this corner pocket. Like I said, as if the rack wasn't there. That's how I'm going to aim to hit the 1 ball. And as far as my cue ball is concerned, because since I'm cutting the 1 ball to my right, my cue ball is certainly going to be going off like this. So that's why I'm going to hit with bottom spin to try to just pull it down to the side rail and just have it come back. Y'all will have to tell me whether or not if I'm breaking forcefully enough, because I'm not going to care about that right now. Here we go. So let me just do a quick ghost ball reference. Where did I hit? Can't remember. I didn't keep track of where I hit on the rail. Here's what I can tell you though. If I hit on this side of the side pocket, then I hit the 1 ball too full. If I hit over here, which I'm led to believe I hit over here because of where the 1 ball ended up. If I hit over here, that means I cut the 1 ball too thin. So since I was, can I say for certain that I actually aimed to hit the 1 ball to go onto the right side of the pocket? I can't, say with 100% of certainty, but maybe on my next break, I'll try to make it go into the heart of the pocket if I did happen to cut it too much to see if I can actually get it to fall into the side pocket. But I don't have a shot, so I'm going to take ball in hand, and I'm going to go ahead and just lift the 8 ball off of the rack. That way I can Move this as well. Okay, and so let's look around and see what our issue is going to be. We got from the 1 to the 2, which is no problem. The 4 ball's gone because I saw it fall over here. And then from the 2 to the 3 is not really a problem. But the 3 to the 5, that's going to be an interesting transition to make. So what I have to try to determine is, where do I want to be when I shoot this 3 ball from the 2? We can look and see that this is the shot line of the 3 ball. So if I'm on this side of the shot line, that means my cue ball goes this way towards the side rail. So do I want to try to maybe get close to the shot line on this side and draw my way up for the 5 over here? Or would I rather be on this side of the shot line, so that way when I cut the 3 ball in, my cue ball can go this way, then I try to spin my cue ball 3 rails back around to get position on the 5. Personally, I happen to like being on this side of the 3 ball. So I think in order to do that, what I'm going to try to do is just get on underneath the 2 ball. So that way my cue ball can hit the side rail and come back up. I have to look and see, like, how far does my cue ball have to travel off the side rail to get somewhere over on this side. I got to make sure I choose the appropriate power. Okay, so now here's I think the all-important transition. If I can hit this, I might be okay. Cut the ball in, send the cue ball 3 rails around. Hopefully I don't touch the 6, and hopefully I'll have a shot at the 5 ball. The purple 5 ball, because these are the Arabic blacks. All right, well, a little friendly bump on the 6, but it worked. Now I can try to shoot the 5 ball in, come off the short rail, spin back over here with some left spin for the 6 and the 7 and the side, and then we can figure out what to do with the 8. Oh, it doesn't matter if I miss. Doesn't matter if I miss. So that's 1 for the ghost. But hopefully the way I broke that down made sense to everybody. Just overcut the 5 ball. All right, so last time, so we missed, because I was aiming for here, so I'm going to try to aim more towards the center of the pocket, center of the corner pocket. Let's see if we get a different result. Okay, that time I did see that it was right there. So it might be just a little too thick. This one I'm not going to try ball in hand. A small window to go past the 2 ball. Let me double check. Oh, that 4 ball is going to be tricky. I don't like how it is. Like, I might be able to squeeze it past that 8. But the problem is like I don't want to get flat on the 4 ball because then I got a cut angle on the 5 ball and look where the 7 is. So I need to decide right now how I'm going to play the 3 to get position on the 4, and where do I want to play the 4. Maybe I can play the 4 on the side. If I do almost the same thing I did last rack, get this kind of an angle here, shoot the 3, have the cue ball come up this way, like this. And if I got a couple of options, right? Because if I land perfectly for the 4 on the side, if I land too far, I got the 4 in the corner, and if I go farther than that, I got the 4 in this corner. I think that might be the way to go. So like I said, roughly the same kind of shot that I had the last rack. I just gotta watch and see where exactly is my cue ball going. And that might work. Shoot this in the side. I just got to see, like, I'm kind of coming like down this line when I would really like to go like almost straight across. Because the 5 to the 7 is gonna be tricky. I mean, I can almost do a Hail Mary shot, let my cue ball go all the way down and try to come all the way back up to land over here. I don't know if that's the right shot or not. Because as I'm coming up, I can certainly get hooked behind the 9 ball. That would be the big issue here. If I just make the 4 ball, I'll be somewhere over here and I'll have a shot at the 5. That just might be the better shot. See what I mean? If I hit it harder, it just keeps coming down, then I gotta go all the way back up. So now, maintaining position for that 7 is gonna be fun. I don't know if I want to try to clip it, like if I can cut the 5 in, hit the rail, and then clip the 7, or if I can basically do what I said I should have done from the 4 to the 5. Meaning that I can try to cut it in, have the 5 or have the cue ball hit the short rail, hopefully dodge the 9 ball, come down here, and then come back up for the 7. Or, I don't know if that's going to work. If I go in between the 7 and the 9, hit the side rail, how close to this corner will I come to go all the way back around? That might be an option. But if I hit way up here, that means I'm going to hit this rail and I'm just going to get stuck down here. So maybe that's not an option. I'm really not sure what to do here. No, I think I'm going to try to clip the 7. There's going to be a lot of bottom right spin. We're going to get a shot. Not quite. Not quite. Well, if this were an actual match, I'd play a safety, but I'm playing the ghost. So I gotta try to do something here. So I'll certainly try to bank it. Almost a dead bank. The dead bank actually makes me bank short. So I gotta cut it a little bit. That might be too soft. Off the 8. All right. 0-2 against the 9 ball ghost. don't get shut out. That would be the last thing I want to happen. But we'll see. I have my table marked. Here is the old break box that's lined up with the diamond. And then here's the matchroom break box when you go from the diamond to the 9-ball. That's why I put the shark skin there. Okay, so I think we said that my last hit was too thick because I ended up, or too thin because I ended up on that side. Right there. See if I can get that one on the side. Not quite, but I'm at least making balls. All right, well, I'm going to take ball in hand on this one. And well, we got a lot of movement we got to do. Going from the 4 to the 5. 5 to the 6 is not that big of a deal, but then 6 to the 7, that's a pretty big deal. Let's see here. More than likely, we look at the 4 ball, and I probably want to be on this side when I shoot the 4. That way I can hit the rail and spin back this way for the 5. And then for the 6 is probably going to be the same thing. Like I want to be on this side here, that way I can hit the rail and then come over here for the 7. A little bit of a cut angle on the 1 ball. Kind of stun over for the 2. Okay, so you look and see, here's the shot line. Probably want to draw just to get a little closer because I'll be on the good side. I just don't want to cross over that shot line. So a little bit of draw here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that actually caused me to be a little too flat. I'd like to be right here. So now if I try to draw this, my cue ball's coming down on this side. I can try to stun, but that means I have to punch the heck out of the cue ball just to get it to come back. So what I might actually try to do is go forward. I can follow forward, hit this rail, and then start coming my way back down for the 5. That allows me to have a tad bit more control. Maybe not. This is why precise planning is usually a good thing. Thinking if I go that multi-rail route, I'm going to end up over here on the 5 ball. I can't get past the side pocket. At least I don't think I can. It's either that or I definitely have to draw to get short side position on the 5. Both of which are going to leave me tough shots. So I think because of that, I'm going to go this route. See? Called it. Called that one pretty good. This one here, I'm not sure if I'm going to run into the 6. But I definitely have to make sure I make the 5. Which I didn't do. Oh, Lord. All right, so much for that. Zero to three. As y'all can see, playing the ghost is not an easy thing. Maybe if I was Federer or something, it'd be a whole lot easier. I hit that way too full for it to end up way over here like that. Didn't even make a ball on that one. All right. There's our tricky ball right there. Even the 3 ball looks like it might have to be a 3-7 combination just to have a chance at getting decent position for the 4 ball. This is tough. And play the 1 rail position up to here for the 2. Set it for the 3-7 combination, and then hopefully get good position on the 3 ball to get on the 4. If I can hit that, we might be in a good spot. This one's tough, right? All because of this. Well, I'm about to make it a lot tougher. I didn't get good position on the 2. Let's see here. Oh, jeez. That didn't even give me anything. Didn't make this any easier. Oh, let me win 1 against the ghost. Let me at least win 1. Now, I can at least assert that I might be able to win some racks against the 1 on the spot ghost. I could break a lot better in that format. All right, so last time, that last hit was way too full. Now we're about to... Okay. Still haven't made the 1 on the side yet. Oh, I scratched, so I'm definitely taking ball in hand now. Haven't been able to make the 1 on the side. I got some work to do. I've put in a little bit of study work on the 9 on the spot matchroom break box, but just not a lot. Okay, so 2 to the 3, 4 to the 5, And does the 8 pass the 9? It barely does. Probably be better to shoot the 8 over here. Okay, so we're certainly going to want some type of an angle like this on the 2 ball. That'll make it easier to get back on the 3. All right, come on. Let's try to make this one work. Oh, jeez. Hold on a second. Can't believe I did that. Can't believe I overcut that. I went ahead and lost. This is the loss. That's what was supposed to happen. I can't believe I missed that. Ew. Slow down, cue ball. I was hoping to hit the 9. There we go. If I don't commentate, I can actually do better. But that's a 0-5. That's a 0-5 loss to the ghost. That's a 0-5 loss to the ghost. Yeah. Okay. If I go ahead and accept my spot, then I lost 2-5 to the ghost. Woo. Okay. All right. What do y'all want to see next? Y'all want me to do the same thing? Because I can certainly try it again with no commentary. Or do y'all want to see some straight pool or some 10 ball or regular 9 ball with the 1 on the spot? As I look through the chats. Yeah, exactly. Fedor Ghost is brutal. Okay. I will try this one more time with no commentary, and then I see straight pull is next. So let me try one more time. 9 on the spot. I'll just try to just play, and then I'll go into a couple of attempts for straight pull, and then maybe we'll just call it a night after that. So same rules. If I at least have a decent shot at the lowest ball, I won't take ball in hand. But if I don't have a decent shot, then I'm certainly going to start with ball in hand. Start with ball in hand if I scratch. Surprised to see that the one ball is up here. And y'all aren't going to believe this, but I think the one ball is in the perfect spot where it doesn't go in either of the corner pockets. And I don't know if I'm going to foul. I go here. Oh, holy crap. And this rack is so difficult too. Look where the 3 is from the 2. I don't know what to do here. All right. I'm going to try to go for this, and let's see if I don't foul. All right, well, I certainly didn't foul. Ugh. Oh. That should be a familiar shot. Yes, I know I touched the 9 ball. I hit that much harder than that. Oh, no! Oh, man, that was a close one. All right. Doggone it. Well, clearly I play better when I don't commentate. Or at least a little better. 0-1. I've lost my cue ball on those last couple of breaks here. Let's see if I can do better cue ball control. Almost got the 1 that time. Look at this. Brutal. All right, decent shot on the 1, so I'm going to try without ball in hand. That 4 ball, golly, what am I going to do there? Like, I have to break it up using the 2 and get position on the 3 at the same time. Drop. The 5 ball does not pass the 9. And I didn't get position on the 4 either. I didn't want that 3 ball to drop. What the heck do I do here? Do I get lucky and try to clip the... Gotta kick 2 rails, clip the 4 in, hit this rail, not touch the 8. That wasn't happening. Thought I actually did pretty good when I broke the 4 out and got positioned for that 3-6 combination. I just didn't want that 3 to fall. That was unlucky. All right, I think that's 0-2. Now, of course, this makes me want to practice against the 9 ball ghost more with the 9 on the spot. I am using random racks and not giving myself the same rack pattern every time either. So that adds a level of difficulty. There we go, I made the 1. Don't have position on the 2 though. All right, Come on, I should be able to do this. I should be able to do this one. And of course, I'm going to jinx myself. Yeah, I just jinxed myself by saying that. That's not the way I wanted to play position for the 4. Be careful with that one because the 9 ball was a big target. Golly! Oh. That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Overcut. I know one of my problems was I didn't like the position that I got, and so I let a negative thought creep into my head on that 8 ball when I should have just flushed it all out. It's a shot that I can make. It's not like that shot was terribly difficult. All right, I think that's 0-3. Playing operation just to get this rack off the table. Okay. That's just gross. I can't risk breaking it out now because then I don't get shape on the 2. I think what I have to do is... I think what I have to do is get position for the 2, break this out, and then hope to still have position on the 3. And I think I have to do it this way. So that way I can try to cut the 2 in, hit the rail, and come back over here, bump into this, and then still have some sort of position on the 3. Because there isn't enough room to go past the 7 and past the point to go into the pocket. And like I said, I can't risk. Well, if I was as accurate as I can be, I might be able to risk bumping into the 7. If I bump into the 7, I might still have a very difficult shot on the 2 ball. Let's see how this works. Kind of like this. So now, maybe if I bump into the 9, that might hold the cue ball for the 3 ball, but we've already seen me miss cut shots like this, and I shouldn't have even said that. Because that's that negative thinking. Shouldn't have even said that. Oh, come on! Look at that. 0-4. I finished from here if that ball actually fell. If I'd have just made the 2, got that decent break on the 7 and the 4, and then just missed the 2. All right, 0-4. The ghost is killing me. Maybe I'll have a better straight pull session. Come on, let's try to get 1. At least 1. Turn the tables if we get 1. 0-4. What do y'all think? Has my break been forceful enough? Ew. You gotta admit, some of these racks have been tough. There's been a couple of racks where I should have finished, but I didn't. And a lot of these other ones have been tough. Let's see here. I don't have to worry about the 5-8 because the 4 immediately leads to the 5. Might have to set up for a 2-7 combination though. And the 5, I got to make sure I get position for the 6, and then from the 6 to the 8 because the 7 will be gone. Already having nightmares when I missed the same 1-ball shot earlier. Ay, ah. Oh, golly, I can't believe that. All right. 2 times the ghost has demolished me. Oh, that's so frustrating. Let me at least try 1 rack to see if I can at least get 1 rack. That's 0 to 10 I've lost to the ghost tonight. I want at least 1 rack. Alright, so like this. There's no trouble spots. I just got to make sure I execute good cue ball control and good shot making abilities, which my shot making abilities have been terrible right now. Let's see here. Get over the 6. Come on. All right. Yes! 1! I got 1! That's all I needed. That's all I needed was just 1. Oh, holy cow. All I needed was 1. Okay. Well, Clearly, I need to practice the 9 on the spot matchroom break box format. And what, I only made the one on the side like what, once? Right? 1. I got 1. And if anybody knows binary, technically I lost to the ghost 2-1. If anybody knows what binary is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said, I will do straight pool for a bit, and then most likely call it a night after that. Let's see here. Joshua Braseno, I hope I said that correctly. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I think eventually the alert will pop up for this, but I've seen this. Trent, thank you so much for another $5 Canadian super chat. I will super chat 100 if you get 100 or better in straight pool tonight. I challenge everyone to match me. Holy crap, dude. I mean, your challenge is accepted. I'm gonna try to do some straight pool, but I'll be highly impressed and surprised if I can break 100 live. But we'll see. We will certainly see. I'm certainly going to try it. But in the meantime, I do want to try. I didn't see something tonight. Let me see some. I don't think is my bot working? I didn't think so. Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. I wonder why I have a chat bot to where you can enter in commands and stuff, and it doesn't appear to be working tonight, which it should. I don't know why it's not. Let's see here. Thomas Billington, you want to know what my high run is? It's currently 86. Oh, this is why it's not working. Let me turn it on. I didn't realize my chat bot was off. I don't know if it's going to turn on right away. I don't know what I got to do to get that working. Yeah, but Thomas, I had 79 for quite a long time. I actually did 79 twice. And then eventually I hit an 86 and haven't been able to break that ever since. Ah, there we go. Now my chat bot is working. Okay, so I'm going to try something. It looks like the playing cues command worked, but my gamble one didn't work yet. I wonder why that's happening. I'll have to figure out why my I programmed, or not programmed, but I'm supposed to have this little feature where you're like, the longer you stay with me on my live stream, you're supposed to accumulate these points, and you're supposed to be able to gamble with those points using the command that we're having here. Oh, there we go. It worked. So why didn't it? I guess maybe it didn't work for me. So, but you can see here that Craig attempted to gamble 50 points, and he rolled a 17, and Craig has lost 50 points and now has only 13 points left. So at one point he had 63. And why did you lose? Because you're supposed to roll, it looks like you're supposed to roll 51 or higher. Looks like Craig's going to try it again. There we go. It looks like Eves went ahead and gambled everything, and he rolled a 91. So that allowed him to win some more points, and he now has 69. I don't know how that worked. But there we go. There's a little game for everybody to play. You're supposed to be able. The minimum amount that you're allowed to bet is 10, and then the maximum amount you're allowed to bet is 10,000. Okay, so in the meantime, we are going to switch to. I think it's this. There we go. All right, let's do some straight pool. And I need my scorekeeper. And it looks like my record hasn't been updated. I need to update my record. There. So there's that. Okay, here we go. We're going to try to do some straight pool. See if I can do at least a little better in straight pool than I did against the Ghost. Now, I will be very pleased if I can at least do 50. I'll be very pleased with that. If I can at least hit a 50 before I call it quits. But clearly I'd be very happy if I did an 87, or let alone if I did 100. But we shall see. No commentary. Just going to try to play my heart out here. A little lucky there. Didn't get lucky there. That stinks. All right, so it's going to be a short rack here. I'm just going to come up with something. Nine in the corner. Oop, that doesn't count. What did I get? I got 3 on that one. Anybody's familiar with shortstop on pool? Mr. Bob? Every day he's been streaming live and hitting at least 50 plus. He doesn't do it on the first time. He has some struggles getting there. But he did finally hit like a real personal best of like 150 and something, which is super impressive. No break ball. Wrong side of the 3. That didn't work, but I'm going to have to make it work. And try to call the 12 ball in the corner. Really out of the woods because I still don't have a break ball. And might be able to use the 10 ball now, but I got to get out of this rack. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that's a 10. As long as I have this steady state climb, I'll be happy with that. So let's see if I can do higher than 10. Second attempt was better than the first. Well, that wasn't very smart, now was it? You shoot like that, you don't leave yourself a shot. Doggone it. Alright, so I Gotta come up with something here. Question is what? Let's try to call the 11 in the side. All right. So not better than the second. That one was only a 5. And this is literally what my straight pull journey has been like. So where like I can sit here and have all these low, struggling numbers, and then all of a sudden, just have a massive burst and get like, in the 50s or get the 86. And then right after I do that, then it's right back to these low numbers again. And I've been studying so hard as to why that is when I at least feel like, or at least think like I'm playing with the same principles in mind. But what variable is in place here that's causing me to have such like drastic different results every so often? I don't know. I thought I missed that. Whew. That's not going to cut it. complete rack. Play the 4-ball. Trying to bump into that. So here's the dangerous part, because if I try to bump into this now, because I can, right? It's there. What am I going to shoot at next? There's really nothing guaranteed that I can shoot at next, which makes this shot very dangerous if I'm going to try this, which usually defers me to not try it and just go for something else. My only part would be if I clip the 1-ball at least on this side, my cue ball will go out this way, and maybe I'll have a shot. Maybe. Kind of like that. Very precise breakouts. This might have to be my break ball. I mean, maybe even the 11 could be my break ball. I'm not sure yet. Like I'm playing scared. I'm afraid to hit the ball. don't really like the end pattern that I'm playing, like at all. Especially since I ended up bad on this ball. Oi! That doesn't count because I was trying to make it into that pocket there. So that's plus 13, so 27. All right, that's a nice little jump. Ooh, what is that all about? was hoping to get flatter on the 5-ball. That's just terrible. Ah. All right, well that works, but that was a terrible end pattern. Well, I don't really want my cue ball up here. Oh, I got lucky off that 5-ball. I don't have to call off the 5 when all I really wanted was to make the 8 in the side, but the fact that it went off the 5 is really lucky. All right, think. Ah, doggone it, really. How did I undercut that? All right, so we're plus 5 plus 6. So 20. All right, so far I've made a total of 65 balls, so I'll probably stop after I at least get 100. Typically what I do is I just play all of my attempts until I've made at least 100 balls, and then I take a break. Try a different breaking style here. call this a good break or not. Not think I hit that hard. Yuck. Like, I was trying to get position for the 8, but I didn't think I hit it that hard. Alright, so typically this is a good position to be in because I have 2 different break balls here that I can try to get position on. If I play the 9, I can come 2 rails around for the 5. 5 ball is a little bit harder because I have to come out this way and back out to get the 9. I like the 9 better because the 9 is a break ball because it's a little lower into the rack. So I think I'm going to go ahead and elect for this. And this is what could really go wrong because I'm almost flat on the break when I needed the cue ball to come over this way a little bit more. I think I have a small angle, which means I can just barely graze into the rack. Let's see when I get there. Yeah, I have a really small angle, which means I might clip this ball, push this ball out into the open, maybe. always the hard part about when you have very shallow angles, that your cue ball will just get stuck right into the rack. There's not really a whole lot you can do here. But who knows? There might be a shot in here somewhere if I can find it. I'm not going to spend too much time looking though. I got nothing. I don't see anything. Or anything worthwhile, I should say. But I'll call the 8-ball in this corner pocket. Ah, that didn't do it. I was trying to hit the 5-ball. +1, 15. Try that drawing break again. That was a little different. So anytime we see that the cue ball comes down like this and I spin it back that way, that's because whatever ball that I hit on the bottom side of the ball, the side that's closer to this rail. That means the cue ball is heading towards this pocket, so I drew it back over here and then spun it this way. But earlier when we saw my cue ball go up that way, that means I hit the top side of the ball that's closer to that side rail and ends up sliding back up table. So one key thing if you want to get really or better at straight pull is really understanding how you're going to hit that rack, so that way you can try to control the cue ball better. But in the meantime, let's try to call the 10-ball. Didn't do anything I wanted it to do. Oh, all right, I've got no excuse for that one. 6, 7, that's an 8. Yuck. I'm sitting at 88. So what I meant by, like, if I were to look at this and try to accurately judge where I'm going to hit, if I'm looking at this correctly, it looks like I might hit the top side of the 3 ball. So the question is there enough space between here and here to where if I hit this with topspin, instead of hitting the 3 ball here, will I hit the 3 ball here and cause my cue ball to arc forward? And if I do draw it, is there enough space here to where I'm going to actually hit the bottom side of the, what is this, the 15 ball, but at an angle to where I kind of just come straight back out? Or can I draw it enough to where I hit it on the way up and my cue ball draws back? Let's try the topspin route. If I do catch the top side of the 3 ball, then I would hope to see my cue ball kind of arc this way. But if there is enough room to where the cue ball will actually move forward, then it'll hit the bottom side of the 3 and go up. And like that. The better you are at being able to judge that, then the more control you can have on the break. And I have terrible judgment when it comes to that. So I'm very pleased that I actually judged that one correctly. Two for a penny. It almost looks like a dead 3 ball combination here. 4-2 into the 9. I'll go ahead and try it. That didn't do anything I wanted. Oh, I thought I missed that. Now this is terrible that I've left this towards the end. I don't think that made it any better. Well, maybe it did. follow forward just a little bit more. And this is where you can see my speed control could use a lot of work, because I wanted to be right here or anywhere over here for the 2 ball, because I want to use that 15 ball as a break ball. That's not going to cut it. Land in the rack. If the cue ball lands in the rack, I get cue ball in hand in the kitchen. Yes. Okay. So that's lucky. So I get cue ball in hand in the kitchen. There's other scenarios that I can't remember off the top of my head, like if the last ball is in the rack, but the cue ball doesn't land in the rack, then the last ball will go to the center head spot, and then you play from where the cue ball lies. I think if the cue ball and the object ball and the last ball are in the rack, then you get cue ball in hand in the kitchen. But then the last ball gets racked with all 15 balls, I think, or with the other 14. All right, so once again, like, this is something I know I probably need to practice. So it's the same thing. It looks like I might be hitting the top side of the 5 ball. Is there enough space in between to where if I do slide up, then my cue ball could go forward, which means I might scratch. I might actually try to draw this. It doesn't matter, because see, even when I drew it, cue ball goes forward, besides me missing, so that tells me I definitely hit the bottom side of whatever ball that I hit in the rack, and then caused me to scratch. So there, that's 102. It took me 8 attempts to be able to do that. So what I can do is this. Turn this on, and then... Actually, why isn't this working? There we go. So there's basically what I did. Now I'm at least pleased that I have more second, or no, I tied. I have 4 second getting to the second rack, and then 4 not getting out of the first rack. Best score tonight was a 27 with an average of 12, which is pretty much what I do. Which is pretty much what I do. So, okay. Well, that puts me at 3 hours and 18 minutes of streaming. So I think I'm pretty much just going to go ahead and end on that note. Now, just to remind everybody, the whole purpose of what I was doing tonight was celebrating having over 100,000 subscribers. So I'm not going to go over again what all I'm giving away, but do know that I have 8 different prizes that I'm going to be giving away to 8 different winners. So in order to be an eligible winner, when I cut this live stream off, you have to leave a comment down in the comment section below, because those that are in the live chat do not count, because I can't pick anything from the live chat. I'm gonna wait until the alert pops up. I've already seen the chat. Are you serious? Holy cow. Wonder how long it takes for it for the alert to pop up. I really want the alert to pop up first. Well, looks like it's there it is. I gotta fix that because you can't even read the chat. But oh my god. Loping CSF. That is literally the most I've ever seen donated in any of my live streams. Like, holy cow. You're going to have to call it a night, but in honor of 100,000 subscribers, you have literally super chatted me $100. Like, I I don't even know what to say. Like, wow. Like, holy cow. Obviously, thank you. Like, holy cow. Like, I'm in shock to see that. And Eves, you are correct. You are correct about that. I do remember Q listings doing like cumulative donations to where I think they added up to about that much as well. I don't remember which stream I did that on where that happened, but I do remember that happening as well. But geez, oh man, if there were other, I'm gonna have to go through and look at the analytics afterwards to see who all that super chatted for tonight. And I'm definitely gonna like do a highlight comment thanking everybody for all of their super chats tonight, because I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Because I obviously don't ask for donations or anything like that, because I have a regular job. But anytime, you know, like the door is there to be used and to be opened and to be used. So anybody that does decide to do that, all I can say is thank you from the bottom of my heart on doing that, because anything that comes in from YouTube or even Facebook, like when someone sends me stars or whatever, that money just gets reinvested back into my show, so that way I can set up more cameras, have better audio equipment, and everything else to try to keep improving both my video quality and my audio quality. And then of course I just have to keep on practicing, so that way I can just improve my performance and actually perform perform better for y'all. And so Loping CSF is saying, thank you, Chris. I mean it when I say that I've helped him in his game tremendously, and he really appreciates what I do and thinks I deserve the 100,000. And his donation is just a small token of his gratitude. And I'm the one that's super thankful for that as well, brother. I really do appreciate that, because I know you've been with me for a very, very long time. And I'm not entirely sure when this gentleman joined the chat, but he certainly is here now. The silent assassin, Tony Robles. He's saying, congratulations on my achievement. Him and his family are super proud of me. And I was actually, Tony, I was actually talking to Jude a couple of days ago, and we were discussing about having you come back to Texas to do another clinic. So I might be hitting you up to make sure I understand like what your requirements are going to be able to come back. Clearly, you know, that means you have a place to stay. You can stay with me like we did last time, and maybe do some live streams. But then definitely try to have some clinics for you set up in the Round Rock area, just like we did before. But I'll get with you on more details with that. And for those that don't know, Tony is currently working on setting up a pool room at his house in Florida, much like how I have. He's been sending me some progress updates on how he's been doing with that. And when everything is set up, I have an open invitation to come down to his place and see it. And of course, when I do that, I'll more than likely be bringing my cameras and stuff, and we could probably do some live streams down there as well. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And as you can see, he's really eager to come back here to Texas, so we can certainly try to make that happen. I just don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be within the next couple of months, or it might be in 2024, because I do have a busy couple of months coming up here with Christmas and the Mosconi Cup and a couple of other things going on. So we'll just have to wait and see, but we definitely have something in the works for that. Loping CSF, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the super chats, literally from the bottom of my heart. I wish there was some other way I can express my gratitude as well, other than saying thank you to a camera, because I really do appreciate that. You have yourself a good night. Okay, so before I start getting emotional after seeing that $100 super chat, let me remind everybody again, if you want to be an eligible winner for any of the 8 prizes that I have to give away on behalf of achieving 100,000 subscribers, you need to leave a comment in the comment section below after this live stream is over. And then after a couple of weeks, I will randomly pick 8 different winners from the comment section, as long as I verify that you're a subscriber, which means you have to have your subscription list public. So that way, when I select your comment, I go and check to see if on your channel, I don't care if you produce content or not. I just need to be able to see your subscription list. And so if your subscription list is public and I am in your subscription list, then you will be eligible to be a winner of one of the prizes. There'll be 8 different winners. You can't win multiple prizes. I want 8 different people to be able to win the prizes, and then we'll be able to go from there. So if you want to be able to see what the prizes are, you're just gonna have to go back and watch the recast. I'll eventually put some timestamps in, so that way everybody can see where everything's at. So that way you can kind of just jump in and out of the stream, and then be able to go from there. So here we are at 100,000 subscribers. I know I need to try to get back into making some long form content because I haven't done that in quite some time. I've just been doing these live streams and a couple of YouTube shorts. But I have some ideas for some long form content for people to watch and hopefully help improve their games. I just need to knuckle on down and actually make those videos rather than doing the shorts or any of the live streams. But on top of everything else that I still do, like the live streams and everything else, you know, those are always going to be here. So from the bottom of my heart, everybody, thank you so much for following me this far along for me to be able to reach 100,000 subscribers. I think my next giveaway milestone, because I did all of these so incrementally to get to 100,000, it's not like I'm going to say, let's wait until I get to 200,000, but I'm not going to do like 110 or anything like that. I think the next milestone I will probably want to try to pull off is 150,000 subscribers. So if I can get to 150,000, then that will probably be when I can do another giveaway, or, you know, in 50,000 subscriber increments, because that pretty much after getting to this point here, the subscriber growth rate has been rather slow, but it's always still going up, which is what I'm always grateful for. And as my following continues to grow, then so do my giveaways as well. So all I can say here is, if you haven't done so already, please give the stream a thumbs up on your way out, because it does help me in the YouTube algorithm so people can discover the stream after the fact. And then, of course, don't forget to follow the instructions, so that way you can be an eligible winner for one of the prizes that I have to give away in celebration of me getting over 100,000 subscribers. Thank you all for following me for this far and for this long. Thanks everybody for who's been here with me watching for tonight. Have a good night, everybody.